At first glance, this apartment looks simple, bright, and minimal. But once you look closely, almost every wall has been designed to perform more than one function. Storage is hidden inside full-height cabinetry. Television walls become architectural features. Lighting is integrated into furniture, and even the passageways are treated as part of the interior design. This appears to be a 3-bedroom apartment measuring roughly 200 square meters. And today, we are going to break down exactly why the entire home feels calm, spacious, and connected. The apartment appears to follow a clear zoning strategy. The entrance and bedroom corridors form the private side of the home, while the kitchen, dining, and living room share one large open social space. Instead of immediately revealing the entire apartment from the front door, the entrance uses artwork, shelving, and warm lighting to create a gradual transition. This gives the home more privacy and makes the arrival feel intentional. The large artwork at the end of the passage becomes a visual destination. It pulls your eyes forward, while the illuminated shelves introduce the same light timber finish that appears throughout the apartment. That repetition is important because it connects every room without making the design feel repetitive. The living room is positioned beside a long wall of windows, which allows natural daylight to spread across the entire open-plan area. Instead of placing the television on a plain wall, the designers created a full architectural composition. The television is integrated into a large timber feature panel with concealed storage, open display sections, and soft lighting underneath. This makes the television feel like part of the interior rather than a separate object added later. The furniture arrangement is also carefully controlled. The curved sofa creates a softer transition between the living and dining spaces. It does not visually block the room, but it still defines where the living area begins. 2 accent chairs introduce a warmer color without overpowering the neutral palette. The coffee table remains low and visually light, helping to preserve the open view toward the kitchen. The room feels luxurious, but the main reason it feels comfortable is the circulation. There is generous walking space around the sofa, clear access to the dining area, and no oversized furniture blocking the windows. The dining table is positioned directly beside the windows, making it one of the brightest areas in the apartment. This location allows the table to work for more than formal dining. It could also function as a workspace, meeting area, or everyday family table. The large stone surface gives the dining area visual weight, while the slim metal frame keeps it from feeling too heavy. Above the table, the sculptural chandelier adds movement and creates a focal point without interrupting the view. One design detail worth noticing is the open connection between the dining table and the kitchen island. The two surfaces are close enough to work together during meals and gatherings, but they are separated enough to maintain their individual functions. The kitchen uses a combination of light oak cabinetry, marble-patterned stone, and warm integrated lighting. It appears to follow a galley-style arrangement, with the main cooking zone along one wall and the sink positioned on the island. This creates a practical working triangle between the refrigerator, cooking surface, and sink. The tall cabinets at the end contain the refrigerator, oven, and additional storage. By integrating the appliances into the cabinetry, the kitchen looks cleaner and less visually busy. The opposite wall contains a long preparation surface with the cooktop installed directly into the stone counter. Upper cabinets provide storage without using visible handles, while the continuous stone backsplash reflects light and makes the kitchen feel wider. The island has 2 functions. On the kitchen side, it provides the sink, preparation space, and storage. On the living side, it becomes a breakfast counter with seating. A small orange-toned section beside the tall cabinetry adds personality and prevents the neutral materials from becoming too flat. This is a good example of using color in a controlled way. Instead of covering the entire kitchen, one concentrated accent creates more impact. The apartment includes 2 secondary bedrooms, and both follow a similar design language. Each room uses a soft neutral bed, light timber cabinetry, and full-height curtains. The beds are positioned to maintain clear access on both sides, while the television and storage are integrated into the wall opposite. In the first room, the headboard wall uses upholstered panels, timber bedside sections, and a large abstract artwork. The television wall combines a floating console, overhead storage, and shelving near the entrance. Because the cabinets are lifted from the floor, more flooring remains visible, making the room appear wider. The second bedroom uses an even simpler arrangement. The bed is placed between a compact bedside cabinet and an integrated desk or dressing table. The television wall is combined with a long floating drawer unit, and full-height wardrobe storage. These rooms are not extremely large, but the cabinetry has been designed around the architecture rather than added as separate pieces of furniture. That is what creates the clean, built-in appearance. The secondary bathroom uses a simple wet room layout. A frameless glass panel separates the shower without visually dividing the room. Large format stone tiles continue across the floor and walls, reducing the number of grout lines and making the bathroom feel more spacious. The toilet is wall-mounted, allowing the floor to continue underneath it. The vanity also floats above the floor, creating the same effect. Above the sink, the mirror extends across almost the entire wall and is likely combined with hidden storage. Integrated lighting underneath the mirror provides softer illumination around the vanity, while also highlighting the stone texture. There is very little unnecessary decoration. The materials, lighting, and proportions are doing most of the work. The master bedroom is significantly larger and appears to include a private balcony, a dressing corridor, and a generous bathroom. The bed is centered against a full-width feature wall made from timber and upholstered panels. Instead of using a standard headboard, the entire wall becomes the headboard. This increases the visual scale of the room and creates a more finished appearance. A small lounge chair is positioned beside the window, taking advantage of the city view without crowding the bed. Opposite the sleeping area, the television is integrated into a timber panel beside the balcony door. A long dressing counter and oversized mirror occupy the adjacent wall. The mirror reflects the windows and makes the bedroom appear even wider. Behind the bedroom, a corridor lined with full-height wardrobes connects the sleeping area to the bathroom. This transition provides privacy and creates a dressing zone without needing a completely separate walk-in room. The master bathroom continues the same warm palette, but introduces a darker reddish stone countertop as a focal point. The long vanity includes 2 sinks, making the space practical for 2 people. Instead of 2 small mirrors, tall, rounded mirrors provide a cleaner vertical composition. The shower occupies the opposite side and is separated by a frameless glass panel. A ceiling-mounted rainfall shower and recessed lighting maintain the minimal appearance. Even though this bathroom is larger, it does not rely on excessive decorative elements. The contrast between the warm timber vanity, red stone counter, and pale wall tiles gives the room enough character. In the end, this apartment proves that a beautiful home is not only about its size or expensive finishes. It is about thoughtful planning, hidden storage, good circulation, and making every detail feel connected. This is how a large apartment becomes more than just spacious. It becomes calm, practical, and comfortable to live in. This is the Build Journal, where we study the design ideas that make a home work better.